Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga has panicked greatly today. This is after the Siaya Governor James Orengo stormed Homa Bay County, where he has been throwing tantrums and also throwing missiles at Gladys Wanga, especially about democracy and also aligning herself with President William Ruto. And here, many things were said, and the people were really joyous. The people were equally, welcoming the Wanatam narrative from James Orengo. It is a video that has caused a lot of panic, especially in State House, because William Ruto knows that he's banking greatly on the Luanza votes. And yet the people from Luanza today, they showed that they are in Wanatam battalion. And in fact, the spirit of being in opposition, it seems that it has not left the people of Luanza. And that is why they really want to align with James Orengo's stance that they are in Wanatam and they don't want anything to do with William Samoei Ruto. Here, he equally pointed out at Gladys Wanga, telling her to stop the primitive act, saying that she is organizing goons to throw stones and to disrupt functions, and said that this is a new constitution in Kenya. And the new constitution allows one to hold even a rally anywhere, allows one to speak anywhere. There are those rights, and therefore Gladys Wanga is violating some of the basic rights in this new constitution. And that is why James Orengo is calling on Gladys Wanga to avoid being primitive and also to follow the Kenyan constitution to the latter. Listen to him.
I want to tell the governor of Homa Bay, stop from being primitive. Stop from being primitive. We got a new constitutional dispensation. You cannot use stones and tear gas as a basis of the constitution. We want our right, and nobody is going to stop us from reaching every part of the country, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. When we were fighting for multi-party democracy, negin kure samane koro ima kwa kelo multi-party. Kata kwa kelo katiba negin kanye. Devolution and mayalo devolution na vasha kara iloketa na ayalo devolution. Moa kelo county. Koro gase kelo county tilo roda county. Getako mane. Getako mane. And I tell you, even if you bring Ruto here, I'll stand my ground. If you bring the police here, I'll stand my ground. If you bring the military here, I'll stand my ground. Look at all these people. They have been recruiting policemen all over the country. In the army, in the KWS, in the forest service. How many people have been collected here to go and work for the army or for the police? Yeah? They just bring police here to beat us. You cannot bring the police to beat us. Ojode ne berber, ojode kane MP. To nimi ojo ndiwane yudo police. Kose no giyudi. Koro kar kelo police kae. Keluru tije mag.
Now that is James Orengo. James Orengo is one person who has been consistent in the past many decades, like 3 decades. He has been consistent. And there is no single day when James Orengo has been comfortable being in the government. There is no day James Orengo has shown any sign of loving being in, in the government. And right now, he's giving both President William Ruto hard times and also the ODM Tumbocrats hard time. And when I talk of the ODM Tumbocrats here, I mean the party leader Oburu Oginga, I mean the chairperson Gladys Wanga. A few months ago, James Orengo made an impromptu tour in Homa Bay. And that Homa Bay, it was much hyped that same day. But Gladys Wanga, fearing that Orengo has a lot of following and he might decampaign her, yet things are not okay because she's in William Ruto's camp. It made Gladys Wanga to pay up goons to go and beat and disrupt James Orengo's rally. 2 of James Orengo's bodyguards and 2 boys in his camp were beaten severely and they were taken to hospital. They were hospitalized. So today, James Orengo did the same thing he did last time. And this day, he didn't even announce that he was to be in Homa Bay County. He just went there because he realized when he announces that he's headed to Homa Bay, goons are barricaded on roads to beat them up. But today, it was an impromptu, and therefore, he had a good chance to ridicule Gladys Wanga, to belittle Gladys Wanga, and equally to decampaign her. James Orengo is not someone's match. Is not even Gladys Wanga's match. Because this is someone who can draw, he has been consistent. That is what I told you. He has been in this politics for so long, in this opposition politics for so long. He worked with Raila Odinga. He knows the tactics that Raila Odinga used. He has, strategized the campaign of Raila Odinga against Mwai Kibaki, against Uhuru Kenyatta. Yani anaelewa hii maneno yote. And there are so many things that James Orengo pointed out. He was talking about Luanza, claiming that now they are in government and they don't want anything to do with opposition. Recently, when people were demonstrating about high fuel cost, Luanza, they were satisfied. They never, participated in that maandamano. But you realize they only have around 4 cabinet secretaries, not even 2 cabinet secretaries, 1 principal secretary, and some few, unnecessary seats. But they are there saying they are in 2-term, they are in government, they are eating good in government. But when you go to Mount Kenya, you realize that they have several cabinet secretaries, several principal secretaries, several directors. Yani kuna a lot of seats that zimepeanwa to Mount Kenya, but Mount Kenya right now is solidly behind one-term movement. So that is exactly what Orengo was trying to explain to the people of Homa Bay, telling them, you guys, you are claiming that you are in 1-term, you are in 2-term, yet you are not getting these services. He further told them that in other communities like in Kalenjin, they are employing police officers, they are recruiting many people into the army, but in Luanza, how many are they recruited? You realize that there are no people being recruited in Luanza. So that is the exact thing he was telling Gladys Wanga, to stop being primitive. Yeah. Another thing James Orengo brought up is about Raila Odinga's death. He has also been so consistent about Raila Odinga's death. He's asking questions that really need answers, and he's asking William Ruto to deliver answers. He even said that he can never rest until he gets answers to the death of Raila Amolo Odinga. He's his longest confidant, a close friend, in as much as at some point they flew off the handle, whereby they were fighting for power, but Raila Odinga trounced Orengo to an extent where Orengo had to back down to support Raila Amolo Odinga. But then they have been good friends since the longest time, since 1992, when James Orengo, started politicking. Another thing that Orengo was talking about the ODM and 2-term. He pointed out at William Ruto, pointing out at all the things he has been promising, all the goodies he has been taking to other places, but not in Luo land. And asked Gladys Wanga a genuine question. Is she primitive or she's ignorant? Because all the things that are happening, it shows that these people, they accept that William Ruto should be doing them to the people of land of Luanza. Some things, are not adding up. Some things are totally not adding up. Like Gladys Wanga, there are claims that Gladys Wanga and the rest, they sold ODM to William Samoei Ruto even before the remains of Raila Odinga were ferried back to Kenya. So according to James Orengo, Gladys Wanga is a traitor, is a betrayer. He betrayed Raila Odinga even on his deathbed. And then there's some things that you don't know. If Orengo normalizes going to Homa Bay to the campaign Gladys Wanga, he'll add salt to the wound, because the people of Homa Bay, in fact, they are dissatisfied with the Gladys Wanga, and they really want her out. And that is the problem with the Gladys Wanga. She knows that things are not okay on her side. Things are not okay on her side, and that is why it is tension after tension. I don't know what you think, but write your comment down there in the comment section. Let us talk, let us discuss. Perhaps we can form a basis of everything that we're going to talk about in the next video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.